It's now the beginning of March, the last month before the big classics in Flanders. Obviously, we are here to prepare for these big races. It's quite different because everything is nice and calm here up on the mountain, especially at night. All the tourists disappear and we are here on our own. So that's a huge difference with the chaos that's coming for us in the classics.
Tong tussen de lippen. En die gaat aanzetten. Jasper Philipsen die zijn spurt inzet en zich niet wil laten verrassen. Gaat Philipsen hier voor het eerste op het nieuwsblad winnen. Philipsen moet er nog overkomen, maar Magnier komt ook. Philipsen, Magnier of wie is het?
I didn't feel completely ready for the opening weekend. I did a good race in Algarve, but yeah, I still felt like I was missing something.
Honestly, I think the Classics campaign so far has been not good.
We weren't as successful as we hoped for. Well, certainly the first races were not. We couldn't match, I would say, our own expectations. Also looking back to recent years. Looking to E3, we have a few very nice memories. With 2 victories from Wout in 22 and 23.
But it's Wout van Aert who wins it.
Well, I think we have nice memories of this race, at least what the victories concerning the victories.
Sensational victory from Matteo Jorgenson.
At opening weekend in Omloop, we were a long ways from where we needed to be.
Het beste zat er nooit. Het was gewoon niet goed. Ja. Ik ook niet, maar in deze ploeg zaten we gewoon niet in koers. Dus,
Coy will try and come round and become part of the party here at the very last. There goes Philipsen, Coy on his back wheel just for now. Philipsen's holding the margin just for the time being. He's going to get there, Coy tries to mount through. Oh, Philipsen makes it count, and boy did he need that. So strong here.
We needed to be together way earlier. K 40 and 50 in the race.
That was.
die mannen die denken niet meer na op een band is of zo. Ik hoor langs alle kanten. Ik heb het gevoel dat ik zelf risico's neem. Hè. Ik heb niet het gevoel dat ik watcher ben of zo, maar dat is gewoon.
Als het niet op de eerste reis is, is het gewoon waffel.
Physically, I've always been really good after altitude training, and it's just proven that the effect doesn't stay so long. So for us, it was worth to try it now to end the altitude camp as close as possible to the main goals of the spring.
Even staan, hè? Is die droom van jou? Ja.
Yeah, we had a chef with us. We had a really small, nice group of people around. So yeah, it felt really cool to work towards the big goals just with a small group. At night you can watch the stars in Tenerife, and that's it.
Okay, but you like it.
Yeah, somehow I kind of like the isolation. Not longer than 3 weeks.
Guys, I see we are so happy to have a race again tomorrow. We're even too early for the meeting. I think that's a good sign. Huh? So, welcome everybody. And the guys from the mountain are also finally here. And I think we go into a very important period now. the next 2.5 weeks. It's always one of our main goals of the season, with 2 victories from Wout in 22 and 23. And hopefully we can add another one tomorrow.
It always blows my mind. It's just something totally foreign to me, like being from the US, seeing random people that are not cyclists themselves, but just love watching bike racing. Like, just, yeah, coming to the hotel just to see Wout, like, walk from the bus to the hotel. I mean, it's beautiful in some way, and it, like, gives you passion. It kind of revives your passion for the sport when things get hard, I think.
Zijn die bussen hier allemaal niet geweest, joh? Hè?
Wij waren nog wel redelijk vroeg.
Ja, we waren 1,5 uur voor de start hier en 1 uur voor de presentatie. Dat is toch tijd zat?
Next bottle point is only after the trio. That is still 26k. Okay.
Kies!
Water en hijkap.
Ja.
Dat is een water.
Nu komt water.
Moest er iemand anders nog?
Nog eentje extra meenemen. Kom maar.
Doe maar 1 high-cap meenemen en neem Dylan mee naar voren nu, hè?
Dylan mee. Ja.
As a team, we were missing a lot of things, positioning, being together, even just our communication in the race, and it didn't feel like the team that I know.
Come on, Tish, Dylan, Wout, when there's possibility to move up, we need to move up. Okay guys, really find each other now. Tosh, Matteo, Tish, Dylan, Wout, come on, find each other in position towards trio. Then now we want to be in position, we want to in front together.
Also there, I liked a good position on a key point on the Taaienberg. But to be honest, yeah, probably with a good position I could have been in the group of Matteo and did, yeah, do for sure a better race.
I just wanted to see things improve, and I think since then we have seen big improvements. Like each race, even Kern was better than Omloop.
Come on guys, fight really starts now, less than 4k to the Taaienberg, come on!
UAE memory, charge for the back number 12.
Perfect.
But it will be Lidl Trek who got the best position. Alex Kirsch at the front, and that was the prelude to the big move from his leader. Mars Pedersen, the former world champion, accelerating. They'd ride on together behind a chase group instigated by Matteo Jorgenson. Wout van Aert and others in the main peloton tried to instigate moves.
We moesten de slag op de Taaienberg, zat daar iets te ver. Net achter de scheur, positie 20 of zo, voordat we aan de Taaienberg kwamen. En ja, vanaf dan was het van achteruit koersen, dus ja.
Ik denk simpelweg, we waren gewoon niet goed genoeg vandaag. Dat was duidelijk, de beste heeft gewonnen en heel overtuigend en wij konden niet mee, punt.
E3, still we had things to work on. We were still far from the best, but we were getting a little better, and then I think in Gent we were also improving even without Wout there.
Yeah, Olaf is a great rider, and he's more than just a pure sprinter. So we use him in the, I would say, in the classics, which are a little bit less hard, where sprinters also do have a chance. Yeah, he was second in Kuurne. He showed a very, very high level in Gent-Wevelgem and looked really good until he crashed out.
It was on the plug streets and on hill 63 where Mads Pedersen started to make his first serious move. Levains could follow, Philipsen and Kooi too.
Pedersen gaat. Waar zit het in? Hij zit net op mij. Kan dat dan? Ties en Matteo. Philipsen rijdt lekker. Okay, Pedersen now with Olaf. Philipsen was also there, but he had a flat.
Olaf crashed.
And Kooi found himself in a ditch. His race was over through injury.
Olaf crashed.
We had Tish enter there first with Olaf on the wheel, and then I saw Mads and Olaf going off the front, and then next thing I know I see Olaf on the ground and Mads solo, so that's where our race kind of ended, and unfortunately, yeah, these things happen in cycling.
Welke blessure vrezen jullie?
Ja, hij zat op de grond en hij hield zijn sleutelbeen vast, dus ja.
And now he's out with a broken collarbone. He cannot ride Paris-Roubaix, where he was also scheduled for, and that's of course a big loss for the team, because it's a very nice. If you have always can say I have a sprinter, my sprinter in the group behind, so I don't necessarily need to work, because when it comes back together, we can win the race with Olaf. That gives you a very nice card to play, and we don't have that right now.
Then Dwars door Vlaanderen, how do you look back on that? Okay. Coming back to Dwars door Vlaanderen, race you won obviously last season. Have to come back to last Wednesday as well, to Dwars door Vlaanderen. How do you look back at the race?
And then we really go a long time into headwind when we go towards our tipping point. Key of the tactics. we go through the phases, but the key is that we really want to take initiative together early after 75k, and from there on always create situations like we did on Sunday, that we have guys in front, and then with the ideal scenario as an outcome that one of us goes solo to the finish, or about can we win a sprint of a small group. The ideal scenario, I would say, we get there by a lead out from Edo.
And then Visma Lease bike came to the party. Affini leading Van Aert, Benoot and Jorgenson onto the cobbles.
Come on, really good. We line it out like this, there are already small gaps, there will be a big explosion on the climb.
We collectively attack over Bert en Houten.
En toen waren ze nog met 3. Wout van Aert, Ties Benoot en Matteo Jorgenson. 3 hele straffe coureurs die hier iets bekokstomen.
There's a gap right behind you, there's a gap right behind you, come on!
Come on! This is what I signed up for. This is the Team Visma that I know.
Ja, dit is mooi hè.
Op Berg ten Houten.
Dit is mooi.
Eindelijk eens een keer.
And I think in the ideal scenario is that you three guys, that you make your moves. And on the climb, after the climb, we try to establish a group.
This is exactly what we wanted to do. Come on, 20 seconds to the front.
By the top of Berg ten Hout, this was the situation. The breakaway, or what was left of it at the front, was being caught. The race was being split to smithereens behind.
That's the ideal scenario. But it really starts with the commitment. If we manage to do what we talked about now, I think it definitely will be in the race, and it will come good. So that is really the moment we all 7 of us really have to focus on.
And as Wout van Aert, Ties Benoot and Matteo Jorgenson have put the pressure on at the front, they were left with just Nielsen, Paulus. The question is, Could anybody get there with them?
They will not come back. They will not come back, and we will win the race. We have 3 guys in the first 4. Come on, huh? We show who is Visma Lease bike today.
It's like how I hope to race all the time, like with the best guys of the race, and to have the feeling that I can play an important role and not just hang on. It finally felt normal again for me.
The gap was growing to a minute, and surely the 4 in front now had enough to take it home.
One minute, so.
Yeah,
okay.
And there's a group of 15-20 riders behind with Dylan did a very good job as well. Yeah. But you did also a very good job, eh?
Okay,
yeah. Super.
Then when I stopped and I seen the 3 of them with the gap, I was like, yeah, this is perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Come on, talk to each other how we play it. They will not come back from behind. Come on.
We win with Wout in the sprint.
Okay, we win with Wout in the sprint.
At that moment, a victory in a World Tour race has never been as easy. It never felt so easy to me, and it felt like way too good to be true at that moment.
Die Wout beter weg laten rijden. Niet tegen Paulus zeggen dat hij tweede kan worden.
Ik zou zeggen
vertrouwen hebben als we zeggen van ja, ik geloof niet dat je Paulus kunt verslaan inderdaad, dan hebben we geen vertrouwen.
I mean, there's plenty of reasons why we made that call. We all, Tej, me, Grischa, Wout, we all wanted to see Wout win.
With hindsight, I should have insisted on that somebody needs to go to the finish alone, because if you are in a 3 versus 1 situation, then of course there's a very big chance you can get rid of that one opponent and you can have somebody soloing to the finish, and that's a guaranteed victory, whereas in the sprint always a lot of things can happen and you're not guaranteed.
Jorgenson die als eerste opdraait met Benoot in het wiel en dan Van Aert. Paulus die daar aanhangt. Paulus tegen Van Aert.
There were 1,000 ways we could have won, probably, and one way that we could have lost, and it was by leading out Nielsen to the finish.
Van Aert, dat is het verwachtingspatroon. Paulus die aan de andere kant komt. Van Aert tegen Paulus, Van Aert tegen Paulus, Van Aert of Paulus, Van Aert of Paulus, Van Aert of Paulus. Gaat Paulus hem hier pakken? Paulus gaat hem godverdikke pakken. Jawel, jawel.
Nein! Fuck off! Nein!
Nee!
Paulus wint hem.
Fuck!
Ja, jongens, ja.
Fuck, Paulus wint.
Wat?
Naar binnen naar schuld. Die mannen van Visma Lease waren hier achter. Hier werd gestreken.
Water?
The mistake was that in the final we should have just played. Exactly. It's scary.
It was a beautiful race until the last 10K.
Yeah, I feel responsible for this result, and responsible for not finishing off the work of the team. I wanted this victory really bad, and with me making the decision quite early on that I wanted to sprint, and I just wanted to teach Matteo to control the break and bring me to the line with Nielsen.
I wanted to see Wout winning more than myself, so that's I think that's something that played in the team also after last year, and that's why we took maybe the wrong decision, but in the end, maybe if we do it again, we still want Wout to see winning. So
we've improved every race a little bit since opening weekend. It wasn't so hard to improve from that, but like I said, it was a beautiful race up until 10K to go today.
It was a strong bunch today, and we really did a really strong race.
For sure, it took at least until Thursday morning to to switch the page and to look ahead again.
If you do this in Tour of Norway, then you're in front of it.
Yeah, I needed some time to to get over it. But yeah, then at some point you realize it's still just a bike race.
Also, you should watch. You should watch when Ada was going. There's a clip on the Dwarves Tour Instagram with no commentary, so you can hear the audio, and you just hear me screaming, "Easy!" and then nobody reacts to that. So then, like maybe a minute later, I go, "Take a breath." Nobody reacted still. And then nobody reacts. They're still going full. So I think, okay, how can I convince them to go easy?
Crash. Big crash. One rider down, two riders down. Wout van Aert is also caught up. One rider there. That's one rider from Jaco Alula. Wout van Aert has come down again.
The knee looks pretty bad.
Dear me. This is incredibly painful for Wout van Aert. The man who leads the green jersey and the King of the Points classification, King of the Mountains classification.
I think the most important lesson I learned, especially in the Vuelta, is that I was back on my best level, even after a really hard crash in the spring and a really tough period afterwards. So now again I'm in a bit of the same situation where I have to fight back, and my feeling I had in the Vuelta gives me the confidence that I'll be back once again. I would say all the way till end of November. It was more about riding next to the rehab exercises I had to do. Added some cyclocross races. I think from January on, I did a lot of training. My knee was luckily not slowing me down anymore. Anyway, the whole winter I had the feeling I was coming back from a lower level than usual. Training adaptation was a bit slower. Less than I was used to. Yeah, then I think for sure I needed also the altitude camp in Tenerife to really find my legs again.
Grischa, given the fact the conclusion you made, could the memory of the race of Dwars door Vlaanderen play a role in decisions the next race on Sunday?
I think when Tish, Wout and Matteo ride to the finish with Matteo Sunday, I will tell them to attack.
Wout, do you feel Paris-Roubaix is more suited to your characteristics than the Tour of Flanders? Or would you level them the same?
No, it suits me better.
No, I don't know. I mean, there were of course other years where he was more the top favorite than he is now to the outside world. I mean, it's one of his goals, of course, to win Flanders and Roubaix.
Yeah, that's. I'm already speechless thinking about winning this race, but it's not that easy.
Now guys, I think we start because you have also dinner in 25 minutes. But I would like to start with showing you this video because I think it's really inspirational and I hope it also has sound.
Please don't listen to this sound.
That's Matteo, by the way.
This is teaching.
But I think, I mean, I played this because I think what you guys did here, this is really what we want to stand for. Easy! Tour of Flanders tomorrow. One of the nicest races of the year, I would say. Nathan, he asked me to attend the meeting. I would rather have Nathan in the race tomorrow, but we cannot, how do you call that, whistle him in anymore.
You won't have a lot of help from me tomorrow. I can tell you that much.
I would say the goal should be to go for the best possible team performance and the maximum result. I think really take with ourselves that we showed a great race Wednesday, a really good team performance. If we are able to show a good team performance tomorrow, we can go really far, and we really show the super nice Beehive. What's the jersey? Our Wingbeat jersey. I think it's very nice. It deserves a great showing on the television.
And yeah, speaking, I think for me and Matteo, it will be such a big difference if one of us is up the road. So yeah, we put all our effort in it to try it, I would say, and don't do it at 95%. If we go there, we go full. And
I won't be yelling easy.
No yelling. Not allowed this time.
Go! Yeah, I also want to reiterate, like, what we did on Wednesday was possible because we were all together at a certain moment and we were communicating amongst each other together, and that's the way we can make tomorrow a good day.
Sacco, Richard, you want to add something?
I think you said it right. Keep to our culture, winning together. But that's what we do.
This is one of our main goals, and I come from a sport. I love main goals. Like for me, where I come from, that was the Olympics. The problem there, it's once every 4 years, and you guys have one now, have one next week, and then obviously the Tour de France. You know, I always tend to say you win or you learn. I guess we learned a lot over the last week, and it's now time to, as Grischa said already, to show ourselves as a team. Everything is possible because that is the definition of a main goal. It's difficult for everyone, and if you stand there as a team, you can take the opportunity. So let's go.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
just realized that it sounds silly, but the year before I was in the hospital these days, and I missed the atmosphere at the start. All these special moments this classic give you. I did not experience them for 2 years.
Ja, maar het is blijft kicken om aan de start te staan van de ronde en ik ben gewoon ongelooflijk blij en dankbaar dat ik hier terug op het podium mag rijden.
Nou mannen, succes!
Succes!
Wolfke!
If cycling is a religion in Belgium, you're welcome to High Mass. Ronde van Vlaanderen, the culmination of the Holy Week of racing in Flanders, and the final answer for now to the burning question of who is the king of the cobbled classics. Half an hour of full-on racing before this early break managed to make its way clear to a maximum advantage of 4.5 minutes.
Come on, we watch out for moves. We only react, but we go with moves. Go. Okay, a small gap for Tish and Kung and 2 others. About 10 seconds for 4 guys with Tish and Kung. It's a good move, Tish, eh?
We actually got the kind of a boost from Dwars door Vlaanderen. It's probably strange to say, but I could feel everybody believed again in ourselves and that it was possible. So the moment that Tish was in this breakaway and the pressure was especially on UAE, I was actually really happy because I knew that was my chance to sit on later on.
But I would say the ideal scenario is that we have a Tish and a Dylan in a front group before second time Quaremont, that get over the climb and get into the final like that.
From what I can tell, the winner in the past many editions has been like the strongest rider in the race normally. I think there's been maybe a few exceptions I'm thinking of, probably won't name them, but
zoom in and try and get a better. Right, here he goes. And Pogacar launches.
Dit is een gevaarlijk moment. Van Aert volgt. Van Aert doet dat goed met Jorgenson. Pogacar, Van Aert, Jorgenson en Van der Poel die moet van verder gaan komen.
Wout zit er goed uit.
Of his Melissa bike squad. Wout van Aert in perfect and prime position. Right on the tail of the world champion Tadej Pogacar.
The 5 of you, the 5 of you there, and we just sit in the wheels. Perfect. Big gap behind already. Big gap behind you already. Really good. This was exactly our dream scenario. We only have to follow. We have Tish in front.
Very difficult section of the race coming up here.
Come on, boys. We survive Paterberg, Koppenberg, then we have a real chance of winning the race.
Pogacar hits the front, and Van der Poel can follow. But who else can go? Pedersen right there. The 3 favourites locked in combat. Jorgenson and Wout van Aert are starting to flounder a little bit.
Van Aert krijgt het moeilijk.
So Tish, Pogacar, Van der Poel about to come across. Try to be in the wheels.
Now we have got the favourites at the front of the bike race for the first time since the early break left.
Yeah, we're all together again. A really good job.
The injection of pace comes from Tadej Pogacar. Van der Poel welded to his back wheel, and Mats Pedersen starting to rock and roll here a little bit, but it's not feeling too good for the little track man.
Yes, I think it's better they come back. They are close behind you. I have no complete overview, but they are close behind. For the moment we focus on the podium. 15 seconds, 5 seconds for the 2 leaders. Let Pedersen and Stuyven do the work, Wout. Yes, Wout is back in front.
Van Aert gaat aanvallen in de Broektestraat. Dat is goed gezien. Een beetje voorsprong pakken.
Wants to build a little bit of slippage into the approach to the outer Quaremont.
Wout, you have a gap, huh? For the moment they're not reacting, Come on.
push it, push it, push it. Everybody is on the limit now. Everybody is on the limit. Come on.
Here it goes, and Wout van Aert barely makes it to the cobbles in front. Mads Pedersen already being distanced as they hit the cobbles, and even Mathieu van der Poel cannot follow this pace.
Van der Poel heeft het ook moeilijk. Pogacar gaat. Van der Poel heeft het moeilijk.
Pogacar solo now. Come on, Wout. Come on. You come back to Van der Poel. You come back to Van der Poel. Come on.
Met daarachter Van Aert die zich wonderwel hersteld heeft met Van der Poel in het wiel.
I'd say about 18, 19 seconds.
I would usually crack a bit in the last hour and had difficulties, especially in the last essence of Quaremont and Paterberg. It was really good to feel that was not happening this time.
I'm done.
Laatste kilometer. Van der Poel, Van Aert, Pedersen en Stuyven. Stuyven op kop, Van der Poel in het wiel, Van Aert in derde positie.
Alsjeblieft, podium.
Pedersen launches first. Mathieu van der Poel has missed about here a little bit, but he gets on the wheel of the Flying Dane. But he's not going to be able to come over him at this point. As Mads Pedersen comes in to take second on the line.
Vijf binnen. Benoot gaat zesde worden. Is hier al eens vijfde
geweest. It's a fourth spot, but I was probably especially happy because I was racing for the podium, and apart from Pogacar, I was racing with the best guys in the bunch. So I think I'm more satisfied especially because of that, and not really missing the podium so close. So not really the result, but just how I raced and the fact that I came back into the race after being dropped a few times. So yeah, just the feeling of having done 100% and yeah, finally raced this final hour also with good legs still. That was just where I was looking for, and I was not specifically looking to a certain result.
Thank man.
Klasse jongen, keurig gereden. Hartstikke goed.
Actually, my chain came off. We were going up maybe first time Quaremont, and they pushed me.
Ineos.
They actually helped me for, I don't know who it was, but I had to reach down on Quaremont and pull my chin back up. It might have been Sheffield.
Yeah, he's batteries.
It was the kindest thing I've ever seen. But even my own
you said stand on break, break, he did 0 push.
Going up Quaremont, pushing someone?
If you would see that happening to me, you would never.
No chance.
I would also say.
I would say maybe good luck, pair.
You would say enjoy. See you later.
Yeah, I would really love to deliver with the podium spot. That's a shame. It was close by, but also the sprint. I don't have real regrets this time. I didn't have cramps, but just not the legs to still pass Matteo and Pedersen. And
Een klein beetje uit elkaar. Moet ik groepen maken? Ja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Groep 1.
Zit ik nou in groep 1 of in groep 2?
You are group 1 and you are group 2.
Ja, oké.
2. We rijden gewoon 100 meter uit elkaar. Vamos! Eerste groepje? Ja, eerste groep. Eerste groep.
Well, it was, I think, one of the worst weather weekends with the rain and wind sideways, if you remember. Oh, it was horrible. Then you start to realize, like, oh, this is quite something to ride this race. And then you ride it with the guys some guys who have won it, some guys who have ridden it 5-6 times, and you follow them and you can see their experience on the cobbles and how they ride it. They are so skilled and how they approach the sectors, and you learn so much through following these guys, and I think that's not to be taken for granted.
La formation Visma Lease qui se présente à nous et une équipe néerlandaise, les Aveugles, vont tenter donc de...
Check, radio check, Wout, hallo.
Hallo. C'est parti!
Good luck for today, boys. Full concentration now. One of the biggest moments or days of the year ahead of you. Come on.
There were 259 kilometres for the peloton from Compiègne to Roubaix, with 55.3 kilometres of cobble sections that could make all the difference. Maciej Mohoric was caught up in a crash, as was Van Aert. Fortunately for them, both men had help to get back into the race.
Per. New bike for Per. Gaan we hier nog even door, dan wisselen we nog even de fiets van Per.
Yes.
Ja, rijd maar.
Some will be going forward, some will be washed away over the coming hours. But as we turn this corner, we get ready, because we welcome you to hell. Oh, that's a massive crash. Hitting the deck is Nicholas Behrens again.
Wout, Matthew left into village, then some corners in the village. When you turn to the left, a bit less than 3k to Arnberg. Come on, every position counts going into Arnberg. Wout, Matthew, come on.
World champion Pogačar was there though, along with Pedersen and Stefan Bissegger. Behind them, a group of 10, including Van Aert and Visma Lease bike teammate Matthew Brennan, kept up the pursuit.
Pedersen almost crashes on that corner and takes it very, very wide. And Pedersen suddenly has a problem.
Pedersen has a flat tire in front. Pedersen is back with you guys.
How many guys in front of us?
It's 3 guys. It's Van der Poel, Philipsen, Pogačar, then Bissegger. You almost catch him. So Wout, Matthew is dropped. I have no idea how far he's behind. Kom aan Wout, geloof erin hè. Je kunt podium rijden hier. Kom aan.
bent er bijna. Nog een keer alles uit de kast in de sprint.
Pedersen starts the acceleration. Vermeers goes around the top. Van Aert tries to go on the inside. Pedersen drives towards the finish line, leaves the door open. Vermeers challenges. Third place for Mads Pedersen. Fourth for Wout van Aert. Fifth place for Florian Vermeers.
Ik was wel bang voor. Wout, vierde. Wees trots op wat je hebt laten zien. Het was geen goed begin, maar je hebt die heel goed herpakt.
Ja, dat is een beetje moeilijk op de kassa.
Hoe komt het dat je weet, Philip, te was?
Omdat er 3 sneller waren, maatje.